Administrators Association.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Get financing as low as 0.99% APR on certified pre-owned Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and Passports. 0.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and sport utilities, including a great selection of all-wheel drive and 4x4 trucks and SUVs. Virtually any make or model, imports and domestics. See us at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket, Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Tesler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Ring in the new year with a great deal on a pre-owned 4x4 truck or sport utility from Denny Menholt Toyota. Shop a great selection of 4x4s and all-wheel drives from Ford, GMC, Nissan, Ram, Jeep, Subaru, and more. Plus, shop the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Buy any Toyota Certified Pre-Owned and we'll give you a $500 Visa gift card. Spend it any way you want. See us at Denny Menholt Toyota or DennyMenholtToyota.com.
Good evening from Howard Dodge Gymnasium. Tom Anderson with you on LiveTicket.tv and GoCobblersLive.com. We have a doubleheader tonight. Rapid City Central hosting the Brookings Bobcats. The girls' game set to tip off here probably in 10 minutes or so. The Brookings girls started the season on fire. They won their first 4 games, but they've dropped 4 straight since then, and their offense has fallen apart a little bit. They scored 55, 48, and 64 points in their first 3 games, just 34, 31, 26, 28, and 38 in their last 5 games. They lost their last game to Huron 49 to 38. They are 4-4 on the season under Coach Mitch McClagan. They will go 9 players deep in a couple of the games that I watched on YouTube getting prepped here for tonight. So they will go a little bit deep. Their starting lineup, they do have a post we can verify. Sloan McClagan, She's a 5'4" junior. Number 12 is Macy Even, a 5'10" junior. Number 14, Kimber Buys, 5'7" senior guard. Logan Smith will also get the start here tonight. She's a senior, 5'8". And number 50, Tess Burns, 5'10", bit of a wide body in the lane, could cause some problems here tonight for the Cobblers. She wears number 50. We should also see Caitlin Harris come off the bench first, and then also some time spent on the floor by Lily Thompson, Clara Delbridge, and Julia Burns. Rapid City Central, they are still looking for that first victory this year. They are 0-8 on the season. They dropped their last game to Sturgis 42-33. They continue to struggle on the offensive side. Other than Leah Landry, they're not getting consistent offensive output from anybody. They scored 33 points. 23 of those against Sturgis came from Leah Landry. She put up a double-double, 23 points and 16 boards. And Olivia Pierce especially seem to have the offensive ability. They just are not pulling the trigger and hitting the shots. In order to pick up their first win tonight, possibly against the Brookings team that's lost 4 straight, they're going to need somebody other than Leah Landry and Chloe Shreve to step to the
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The last great sale of the year is on at Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet. Shop over 350 used vehicles, GMCs, Rams, Fords, Chevys, imports, and more, including GM certified pre-owned. Buy with no money down and make no payments until spring 2025. Local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And lower rates mean lower payments. Plus, buyers on site paying top dollar for all trades. Hurry! The last great sale of the year ends December 31st at Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenholtRapidChevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Lucky for us, life is... Choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates.
Here. Cobblers looking for win number 1 on the season in their white uniforms, red numbers, red letters. Brookings in their traveling black with the red numbers. Cobblers will be moving left to right from our vantage point across from the scorers table. It'll be Shreve looking down at the 5'4" McClagan. They concede the tip, and the Cobblers have the basketball first. Near side to Alvarez, out on the wing, looks on the baseline. Olivia Pierce underneath. Shreve, it's the ball knocked away by Burns, and Shreve will see a lot of double teams down in the post. She is going to have to do some work on that footwork against the double teams. Landry, left side, drives, lost the basketball, still loose. Landry rips away from McClagan. Shreve on the right side picks up the dribble. Tried to get it to Alvarez, who is going nowhere, and the turnover gives the ball to Brookings. So the Cobblers start off on the wrong foot with the turnover. Here come Brookings. Bobcats moving right to left. Smith goes to not McClagan, that is Buys. Get the ponytail straight. Buys on the drive. Left side puts up the runner. Too hard over the rim. Rebounded by Landry. She looks ahead. She'll bring it up on the dribble herself. Right side. Joe Pierce thought about it. Ran into young Miss Pierce out in the hall. I said, shoot the ball. Apparently she didn't listen to me. Olivia Pierce takes a shot from the left side off the side of the basket, and a foul underneath will go against Brookings. First call.
22, Logan Smith. Her first.
Smith picks up the whistle. Baseline right will be Olivia Pierce to check the ball, and Cobblers line up 4 at the top of the key. I've never seen that lineup before. Joe Pierce bounced it underneath. Landry up strong off the board, and Leah Landry gets the Cobblers on the board. And a 2-0 lead. So Landry posting down shows a strong move. Smith goes right side to Burns, way out top. McClagan will take the 3 just left of the circle. Shot no good. Rebounded by Olivia Pierce. She'll bring it up on the dribble. 1-on-3. Pulls it down. Give it to Shreve. Left side to Alvarez. Looks left. Drives into traffic. Tries to get it to Shreve. Ball knocked away by Smith and recovered by Buys. And here come the Bobcats the other way. Cobblers with a couple of turnovers on their 3 possessions. McClagan with the basketball. She runs right into Burns and steps out of bounds. Brookings has definitely found the struggles on the offensive side. They've not scored 40 points in a game since game number 3 where they had put up 64. It should be a very low-scoring basketball game because the Cobblers, I don't think, have broke 40 all year. Pierce bounces ahead to Alvarez, comes right side, Landry, a little shuffle, no call, baseline jumper right side, rattles in and out, Burns with the rebound for the Bobcats. Give it off to Smith, who will run the point. Cobblers go man-to-man. We've seen them play both zone and man this year. Hand off, Bies throws it up in the lane and draws a whistle. She had no shot, but she forced a shot up between a couple of defenders, and she will go to the free throw line to shoot.
Cobblers on number 22, Olivia Pierce.
And Olivia Pierce will pick up the call. Will be the first against the Cobblers.
2 shots.
Kimber Bies, 5'7" senior, first free throw, no good. Brookings looking for their first points. 5:49 to go, just underway first quarter. Cobblers with the 2-0 lead on the bucket by Landry. And Bies will set up for the second free throw. Bounced it off the back iron, but rebounded by Burns. Pierce and Alvarez pile on the floor on the held ball that will belong to Brookings. And the Cobblers will send in Coley Cruz. First time we've seen her play this year. So add her to the books. Another transfer from Douglas is expected to help the Cobblers out. We'll see how she does in the second half of the year. Left side, Smith. Tied up by Shreve in the lane, and it will be Cobbler basketball on the held ball. And Brookings is going to show 1-2-2 full court trap. Get the ball to Landry. Looks over the double team, throws ahead to Shreve on the bounce pass, throws it across right in the hands of McClagan. She couldn't handle the basketball. Cruz has it, goes left side. Olivia Pierce, 3, good. Flip the net one time. Olivia Pierce from downtown. And the Cobblers lead at 5-0. They need more of that from Olivia Pierce. Smith picks up the basketball. Joe Pierce all over her. Go right side. Here comes McClagan on the drive. Kick it over left side. Buys left open. That 3 off the iron. And there's going to be a foul as Shreve closed. Commits the foul and Buys right back to the line. She'll shoot 3.
14, Chloe Shreve, her first.
So Shreve picks up a foul and sends Buys to the line on a 3 ball that wasn't going anywhere. It's first free throw, and that is the first point for Brookings coming at the 5:10 mark here in the first quarter. Buys now 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. Aubrey Malu set to check in for the Cobblers. We'll get the Bobcat. Nothing but the bottom of that time as Buys starting to find a little rhythm. Clara Delbridge will come in for Brookings. So they go with Delbridge rather than Harris. Second or third free throw off the mark. She got 2 out of 3. And Brookings within 3 now. Cobblers with a 5-2 lead. Up top, Joe Pierce with the basketball. McClagan in front of her. Now McClagan will close. Joe Pierce trying to break loose. Back between the circle. Runs into Cruz. Handed off to her. Left side to Shreve in the lane. Turnaround jumper. Free throw line rattles in and out. Kept alive by Malu, but into the hands. That was Macy even with the rebound. Smith up top. Picks up the dribble. Pierce is all over her. Cobblers much more aggressive defensively this game than we've seen in the past, where they've been content to sit in that zone sometimes. Even with the basketball, drives to the lane. Shot is up the left hand. No good. Shreve was there on the help. We'll see who comes up with the foul. If that's Shreve, it'll be her second. It will not be. That'll go against Malu.
13th foul of the quarter at the line.
That'll be the third team foul now against the Cobblers at 5. They're shooting 2 free throws, but in the active shooting was even. She'll shoot a pair here with the Bobcats trailing 5-2. And that one nestles in the bottom of the net.
Returning for the Cobblers, Leah Landry.
Malu sits down. Landry comes back in. It's Landry, Cruz, Shreve, and the 2 Pierces, Joe and Olivia.
And Lily Thompson for the Bobcats.
Couple of free throws by even. Brings the Bobcats to within 1. Lily Thompson, number 24, has come in. Trap in the backcourt. Bias comes up with the steal. Third Cobbler turnover. To the lane. Shot is left short. And travel is called against the Bobcats. I believe that was Smith on the drive. Thompson will pressure the basketball. Now she'll help Bias with the trap. Throw it ahead to Joe Pierce. On the drive. Stop, pop. 14-footer off the rim. Shreve with the rebound. Got the ball low. Went up. And there will be a whistle. Bias had her tied up for a moment. Shreve got the ball down and she tried to make her move. Swooped the ball down below the hips.
14, Kimber Buys for Brookings.
And Bias will pick up her first. The Cobblers again will line up 4 at the top of the key. Baseline left. Get the ball to Shreve at the foul line and hand it back to Landry. Baseline move, right side, and the hop and the skip gets called for the travel. She hopped through, came down on both feet, and then stepped through. At the high school level, that's still a travel. In the pros, they'd still have 2 more steps. The gather, the step back, 2 steps. It's crazy. Top of the key. McClagan thought about the 3, goes right side to Smith. Spin move in the lane, puts up the scoop shot, and the refs do not bail her out as she got sandwiched by a couple of white jerseys. It'll be Brookings basketball. 18 to go on the shot clock. 3:44 to go first period. The Cobblers with a 5-4 lead. Bias gets it in baseline right. Smith takes the 3 and hits it.
3-point basket, Logan Smith.
The first field goal for Brookings. That's 7 straight points after Cobblers had a 5-0 lead, and the Cobblers turn it over for the 5th time here in the first quarter. Evans will come in. Smith will sit down. So for Brookings, it is Bias and Delridge along with McClagan. Even and Thompson get the ball into Macy. Even double teamed at the foul line, coming up from behind. Cruz came up with the steal, but not before she committed the foul. Cruz will pick up her first foul, and that is the 4th team foul against the Cobblers. Next one puts the Bobcats at the line shooting 2, whether in the active shooting or not. Bobcats line up 4 along the box right side. They all move to the left side. Then they all move back left except Even. And the steal by Landry. She's trapped in the corner. And the ball is stolen away by Bias. Back-to-back turnovers for each team. Bias kick it out right side. Even steps all the way back. 3-pointer, good.
3-point basket, Macy Even.
She measured her steps. Dribbled back. Got behind the line. Drops it through. It's a 10-5 lead now for Brookings. 10 straight points for the Bobcats. Cruz with the ball between the circles. Puts up the runner from 14. Got hit from behind by McClagan. For McClagan, that will be her first. 3 team fouls.
13th foul in the quarter.
And at the line,
At the line.
Coley Cruz. First free throw rattles around, drops through.
Coley Cruz at the line for
5'6" sophomore. Breaks that 10-0 lead, or 10-0 run rather, by Brookings.
And Lily Thompson in the game for Brookings.
Tess Burns, Lily Thompson back in along with Bias, Evans, and Smith also out there. Second free throw, no good. So 1 out of 2 for Cruz. It's a 4-point lead for the Bobcats at 10-6. Tried to get the ball underneath to Burns. Ball knocked away. Burns almost came up with it. But the Cobblers will have it on the 3rd turnover by the Bobcats here in quarter number 1. 10-6 lead for the Bobcats. Get the ball to Cruz out top. Brookings, looks like they're running a 2-3 zone, but they've got it extended all the way out to the basketball. Shreve, free throw line jumper off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Burns. She'll hand it off to Smith. And here come the Bobcats the other way, right to left, here in period number 1. High post. Lily Thompson trying to find room. Throws it across to Burns. Left side. Back up top to Bies. Bies will use the pick. No, goes the other way. Kick it out right side. Smith steps back. Her 3. Back iron. No good. Cruz and Bies battle for it. Brookings comes up with it. Smith puts it up in traffic. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Ball knocked away. Burns goes left side. Here comes Even. She'll back it out now. 30 on the shot clock. Burns left side to Thompson. 1 dribble, the ball knocked away on the floor. And defensively, that is Peyton Wetch who's come in for the Cobblers.
Brookings will send in Drew Halverson. For the Cobblers, Josephine Pierce returns to the line.
Let's see who just came in for Brookings. Crew Halverson. Did not see her play in either 2 games they looked at. We'll add her into the book. And it's Smith with the basketball. Comes left side even. Thought about the 3. Shreve closes out. Gets the pick from Burns. Tries to go to Burns on the pick and roll. Puts up the shot. 10-foot little jump hook by Tess Burns shows a touch. And it's a double-up lead, 12-6. Get the ball into Landry. Far corner, double teamed, in trouble. And Coach Ty Young will take the timeout. With a minute 26 to go, period number 1. The Cobblers started with a 5-0 lead. They trail it 12-6. We're back with more Cobbler basketball on Go Cobblers Live.
Call me, State Farm agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
When you ask for black...
Minute 26 remaining in the first quarter. It will be Cobbler basketball in the backcourt, and Brookings will bring everybody in the backcourt. And for the Cobblers, it will be Joe Pierce to bring the basketball in. It's like Cruz, Shreve, Wetch, and Landry still out on the floor out of the timeout. Get the ball in, right back to Joe Pierce. Midcourt has 3 black jerseys around. It means there's got to be some white jerseys open. Landry has a couple around here. Spin move gets called for another travel. The officials not buying the move by Landry. Turnover number 7 unofficially for Rapid City Central here in quarter number 1. McClagan will come back in. Buys will sit down.
McClagan for Brookings will check into the game.
Buys gets the ball into Smith. Pierce shepherds her down the lane. Tried to get a double team, and they get the ball to McClagan. We have a whistle. And the hold. Cruz will pick up her second. And that is team foul number 5. That means free throws for the Bobcats.
Sloan McClagan shooting 2.
McClagan looking for her first points. She had 10 in their loss to Huron. That free throw flips the net.
Clara Delbridge returns for Brookings.
Delbridge will be back in the lineup for the Bobcats as Even sits down. McClagan, second free throw. Flipped the twine 2 times, and it's an 8-point lead now for the Bobcats at 14-6. They've outscored the Cobblers 14-1 since Cobblers had that quick 5-0 lead. Joe Pierce goes left side. They'll go on the wing. Underneath for Shreve. Overshot it, but there's Cruz to pick up the ball. She'll run it to the hoop, put up the scoop shot. She's back to the line to shoot a pair. Be team foul number 4 against the Bobcats. Burns will pick up her first.
Team foul for Brookings at the line. It's Coley Cruz shooting 2.
So Cruz 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's the only point in this otherwise 14-0 run for Brookings, and Cruz misses the front end this time. Wetch will sit down as Olivia Pierce comes back on the floor for the Cobblers with 55.6 to go here in the first period. Trying to cut the lead, and Cruz hits 1 out of 2, cuts it back to a double-up deficit, 14-7. McClagan with the ball in the backcourt, looks ahead, she'll bust right by the defense all the way in the lane, kick it out left side, Burns. Right side. That is Halverson. Back to McClagan. She'll dribble to the right side, threw it to Smith, who made the move to the baseline. That is turnover number 4 for the Bobcats here in the opening period. 39.5 to go. The slight difference between the shot clock and game clock as we wind down the first quarter with the Bobcats up 14-7. Cruz yo-yos the ball out front, goes left side. In the corner, Olivia Pierce looks for Shreve, back out to Landry. Ball knocked away, Landry recovers, skip pass. Joe Pierce, right side, back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Delbridge. Throw the ball ahead. McClagan fakes the three, gets called for the travel. Dragged the back foot as she made the fake. That is turnover number 5 now for the Bobcats. Cobblers with 7. Both these teams have struggled offensively. They started off the first half of this first quarter pretty strong, but their offense starting to recede back to normalcy here. 5 seconds. Cruz double teamed out front, puts up a shot in traffic, rebounded by Burns, and that is how the first quarter will end, with Brookings with a 14-7 lead, outscoring the Cobblers 14-2 after the Cobblers had their 5-0 lead. Back with period number 2. This is Cobbler basketball on GoCobblersLive.com, part of the LiveTicket.tv
Hospital. You ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Have you heard the bad news? All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and the wages of sin is death. But have you heard the good news? God demonstrates his own love toward us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Want to know more about life and hope? Call or text 605-858-3107.
Ready for period number 2. The Cobblers with the basketball, trailing 14-7. It's Olivia Pierce, Joe Pierce, Alvarez, Landry. The ball knocked away. McClagan can't come up with it. Then the ball off the foot of Pierce. Brookings wanted a double dribble, throw it in the front court. Alvarez, here comes Landry, right side to Shreve, steps back over the 3 line. Oh, looked like it was going to rattle off the rim and drop through. Instead, it's Brookings the other way. Smith with the basketball at the point, goes left high to Evans, goes back door. There is McClagan with the basket. Biggest lead of the night at 9 points now for the Bobcats, 16-7. Throw the ball near sideline, almost out of bounds. Pierce somehow walked the line and then lost the ball. Diving for it was Shreve and Logan Smith. Cobblers unofficially 7 turnovers in the first period, 5 for Brookings.
Caitlin Harris will check in for Brookings.
And we see Caitlin Harris for the first time. She was first off the bench in the 2 games that I saw. So Caitlin Harris replaces Eben in the Bobcat lineup. Smith runs the point, spins away from the defense of Joe Pierce. Cobblers have shifted to a 2-3 zone now here in the second period. Here comes Buys. Kick it out right side. Smith 3 is going to be short. Shreve with the rebound. Gets it off to Landry. She'll bring it up on the far side as the Cobblers move left to right here in the first half. Skip pass to the near side, Olivia Pierce. Brookings has switched to a man-to-man or zone defense here as well. Alvarez caught up in traffic, goes right side. Pierce passed on the 3, back up top to Alvarez. She'll take the 3. Shot was blocked by Harris and into the hands of Smith. Should be picked up by Joe Pierce up top. Goes left side, Buys, thought about the 3, drives around Alvarez, throws up a 10-foot wild runner, and the rebound controlled by Olivia Pierce. Coming the other way for the Cobblers, goes left side to Landry. Almost 2 minutes gone here in period number 3. Landry goes left side, Joe Pierce on the drive, baseline left, ball knocked out of bounds as she was double teamed. Burns came in to cut off the baseline. Even will come in, McClagan will sit down. Coley Cruz back in, Alvarez will sit down. Be Cobbler basketball trailing by 9, 16-7, 6:06 to go. Get the ball in left side, Joe Pierce, 1 dribble underneath Landry. Kick it back out top to Cruz. Left side, Pierce on the drive in the lane, double team back out to Cruz. She'll pump up the 3, front iron, no good. Rebound by Burns, gets the outlet pass, but not before she's fouled. Shreve and Cruz, the 2 ex-Patriots. As in Douglas Patriots, not ex-Patriots like they left the country.
First team foul of the quarter.
That foul goes against Shreve, her second. First whistle against the Cobblers here in the second period. Smith with the ball up top. Goes left side. Now in the lane. Slicing through the defense was... Yeah, it was Harris, number 20. Left side, Olivia Pierce thought about the three. Quick close, though, by Harris. Got rid of that idea. Joe Pierce up top on the handoff. Goes left side to Cruz. Brookings extending that defense out. Cruz picks up the dribble, comes up top between the circles. Joe Pierce, one dribble, back to Cruz. Crossover dribble in the lane, puts up the 10-foot runner. Shot won't go. Shreve battles for the rebound. She went over the top of Delbridge, though, I believe. Let's see who the whistle goes against. And that will be Shreve. Now has 3, and that will bring Aubrey Malu. So the Cobblers lose their post player, probably for the rest of the half with 5:10 to go. Shreve sits down with their third foul. Smith works the lane. Kick it out left side. Buys. Pass a little high. Couldn't do anything with it. They'll work Smith left corner. 3 is good.
3-point basket.
That's her second, and it's a 12-point lead now for the Bobcats. Landry weaving through traffic. Goes left side to Malu. Stops. Kick it back out. Left side Olivia Pierce. 3. Too hard. Rebound controlled by Smith. Brings it the other way. 4.5 to go. Second period. Smith. A little shake and bake. Can't get rid of the defense. Goes left side to Buys. Up top. Harris over to Smith. Takes a 3. Back iron no good. Rebound. Long one by Cruz. Now has numbers. Takes it herself. Right side. Lays it up and in. Coley Cruz with her first basket. To go along with a couple of free throws in the first quarter, she's got 4. It's a 10-point Bobcat lead. Buys with the ball left side up top to Smith. Right back to Buys on the left. High post Harris underneath to Burns. Puts it up with the left hand. Kiss it off the glass. Burns as Galbraith. Delbridge. 30, not 50. Ball on the floor.
Back in the game, Sloan McClanagan.
And then the held ball will belong to the Cobblers. So Peyton Wetch comes back in, replacing Joe Pierce. So for the Cobblers, they will have Wetch, Cruz, Olivia Pierce, Landry, and Malu. We'll set the Brookings line up here in just a moment as they had a couple of subs as well. Cruz goes right side. Landry looks underneath, drives the baseline, spin move. Shot is blocked right in the hands of Olivia Pierce. Her shot no good from the left elbow, and Buys controls it, gives it off to McClagan. Harris, Delbridge, and Thompson, the others out on the floor. Shot is blocked by Landry, it looked like, and here comes Cruz the other way for the Cobblers. Trailing by 12, 21-9. Cruz to the basket with the runner. She's fouled. She'll go back to the free throw line. So Cruz, who we've not seen all year, out on the floor. Not sure if she played against Sturgis or not, but she's very aggressive here off the bench. It'll be a third trip to the free throw line. She was 2 for 4 in the first quarter, the only free throws that the Cobblers attempted. 3:23 to go here in the second period. And the first free throw is missed. Burns comes back in, along with Smith out there, McClagan, Thompson, and Harris. Second free throw by Cruz. She is 50% on the night. She's got all 3 points in the quarter for the Cobblers, and the 2 points prior to that. Right side on the run. The shot is blocked by Olivia Pierce, and last touch by Harris of Brookings. Will be Cobbler basketball. 3:12 to go here in the first half, with the Cobblers trailing by 11 now. Pierce gets ball into Landry, immediately double team, comes across to Cruz. Cruz will dribble it over the timeline to Malu. Cross court, Landry takes the 3 left of the circle, back iron, no good. Nice box out by Smith, comes up with the rebound. She'll bring it up on the dribble. Under 3 minutes to go now in the first half. Back it up to the logo. Ball knocked away by Landry. Landry looks behind her, nobody there. Landry lays it up and in. That's her first basket since she opened the game with a bucket. And the Cobblers have cut the deficit to single digits now. They trail at 21-12, 2.5 to go in period number 2. Thompson to Burns. McClagan, right side. Harris, dump it underneath. That is Smith with the turnaround, kiss it off the glass. So the point guard goes down in the paint. He's got a couple of threes. Now add a deuce in there from the paint. 23-12 lead, and Cruz offensive foul. That'll be her third. So Cruz and Shreve now have picked up 3.
13 fouls a quarter.
Then we will see Joe Pierce back in the lineup for Rapid City Central. Macy Even will come in along with Crew Halverson. She'll bring the basketball into Smith. Joe Pierce picks her up, half court. Smith works ball back left side. The 3 even looked like it was going to be off the front of the rim. Nestles in the bottom of the net, 26-12. Smith comes up with the steal. We have a whistle first. It's going to be a timeout for Rapid City Central. A minute 49 to go in the half, and they trail it now by 14. Their biggest deficit of the first half. 26-12. Back with more Cobbler basketball on GoCobblersLive.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change. Because together, we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
There will be Cobbler basketball out of the timeout. Brookings will stay with that 1-2-2 that's been effective. Both teams taking much better care of the basketball here in a very quick second quarter. Landry pushes over the timeline. Looks left side. The ball was tipped, and then last touch by the Cobblers. Peyton Wedge out of bounds will belong to Brookings. As I say that, the Cobblers commit their second turnover. They turned it over those 7 times in the first quarter. A minute 40 to go here in the second period. Just 2 turnovers. Smith picked up by Joe Pierce. Goes by her. Puts on the brakes. Goes high post to Burns. Back over to Smith. Right side. She'll drive the baseline right. Double team. Forces it up. Shot no good. Good defensive help by Wetch. Get the ball off to Landry. She wants to push it. Top of the key. Still on the dribble. Give it off to Joe Pierce between the circles. Looks right and left. And now she's going to dribble it a couple of times right side. Up to Wetch. Goes high post. Landry double team. Back up top. Joe Pierce thought about the 3, steps in. Gets called for the travel. Got caught between wanting to shoot and pass and drive. Cobbler turnover number 3 now in the period. Back-to-back possessions. They trail it by 14. 26-12. Minute 8 to go here in the first half. 2 games tonight at Howard Dons. The boys will be coming up after this. And they play Watertown tomorrow here at Howard Dons in a doubleheader. McClagan on the run. That one won't find the bottom of the net. Ball bounced around, even crashes the board. Tried to keep it alive, but couldn't handle it. Goes out of bounds. With 54 seconds to go,
Claire Delbridge.
we have Delbridge back in.
For the Bobcats.
And Harris also back in for the Bobcats. Even to pressure the basketball. Now she joins Bies on the double team of Landry on the far side. Back to Olivia Pierce. She dribbles by the defenders. Pass it ahead to... That is Sheridan Madden, who's come into the Cobbler lineup. Couldn't handle it. 3 turnovers in the last 3 possessions for Rapid City Central. 44.8 to go.
The Bobcats.
And the Bobcats rotation continues to go. Burns will come back in along with Smith as they go offense-defense. Smith with the basketball at the point. About a 9-second differential. Shot clock, game clock here as we close out half number 1. Even hands it off to McClagan. Halverson looks left, goes to McClagan, right side, pump fake on the 3, steps in. The 10-footer is good. McClagan. with a little mid-range jumper, a lost art. Throw the ball ahead to Madden, right baseline. Shot clock is off, 17 to go. Landry, 3 front iron, no good. Burns goes right over the top of Madden to rip the rebound. McClagan taking her time. Now she puts the Jets on. Bounce pass right side. Burns shot. Bounce around. Won't fall through. And the rebound by the Cobblers ends the first half.
Fans, Rapid City Central High School would like to thank
Another 14 points in the quarter for Brookings to go along with the 14 they had in the first quarter. 5 points for the Cobblers. It's a 16-point lead at the half for Brookings. 28-12. We'll come back with a couple of minutes to go before the second half starts. We'll cover some scores, the scoring. The boys are going to go out and get a little warmed up. We're going to take a break here. This is Cobbler Basketball on GoCobblersLive.com, part of the LiveTicket.tv network.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda Certified Pre-Owned at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Get financing as low as 0.99% APR on certified pre-owned Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and Passports. 0.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and sport utilities, including a great selection of all-wheel drive and 4x4 trucks and SUVs. Virtually any make or model, imports and domestics. See us at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Ring in the new year with a great deal on a pre-owned 4x4 truck or sport utility from Denny Menholt Toyota. Shop a great selection of 4x4s and all-wheel drives from Ford, GMC, Nissan, Ram, Jeep, Subaru, and more. Plus, shop the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Buy any Toyota Certified Pre-Owned and we'll give you a $500 Visa gift card. Spend it any way you want. See us at Denny Menholt Toyota or DennyMenholtToyota.com.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The last great sale of the year is on at Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet. Shop over 350 used vehicles, GMCs, Rams, Fords, Chevys, imports, and more, including GM certified pre-owned. Buy with no money down and make no payments until spring 2025. Local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And lower rates mean lower payments. Plus, buyers on site paying top dollar for all trades. Hurry! The last great sale of the year ends December 31st at Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or DennyMenholtRapidChevrolet.com.
Tom Anderson back with you at the half, and what started to be a good night for the Cobblers. They jumped out to a 5-0 lead on a three-pointer by Olivia Pierce and a bucket by Leah Landry from the post, and then it was a 10-0 run by Brookings. The Cobblers got a couple of free throws from Collie Cruz off the bench, but that was it for the rest of the first quarter. It was a 14-2 run by Brookings. They had a 14-7 lead at the end of the first quarter. Brookings outscores the Cobblers 14-5 in period number 2. And they scored the last 7 points of that first half. The Cobblers cut the lead to single digits on a basket by Leah Landry. Only 3 players in the scoring column for the Rapid City Central Cobblers. Landry started the game with a bucket, ended the quarter with a bucket, or the half rather. Olivia Pierce had the three-pointer, and Collie Cruz 3 of 6 from the free throw line. The only free throws attempted by Rapid City Central. She added a basket in there, and that is it for the offense for Rapid City Central here in the first half against Brookings. Brookings, on the other hand, has had 6 players find the scoring column. Des Burns has a bucket. Clara Delbridge with a basket. Logan Smith has a couple of threes, and she went down in the post and got a 2. She's got 8 points. 2 points for Kimber Byes, and she was 2 of 5 from the free throw line early on in the game for the Bobcats. 8 points for Macy Even, 2 of 2 from the line, added a couple of threes. And Sloan McClagan had a couple of baskets in the second period, added a couple of free throws in the first quarter. She has 6 at the half. 6 of 9 from the free throw line for Brookings, all of those in that first quarter. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Other games going on around the state. On the girls' side, Sioux Falls O'Gorman, number 1 team in the rankings, destroys Sioux Falls Lincoln tonight, 66-28. And Sioux Falls Roosevelt, with 2 minutes to go in the third, was up over Yankton, 45-29. And Watertown out to a 5-point lead over number 4 Rapid City Stevens just before the half, 26-21. So a little bit of a shocker there. Watertown coming in with a record of, I believe it was 2-6. Other games of interest going on tonight. On the girls' side, Kadoka hosts Jones County. Sturgis is at lead Deadwood. Scores from last night: Douglas over Hot Springs 38-27 as Brandon Valley by 16 over Pier 59-43. Sioux Falls Jefferson edges Harrisburg 58-54. T-Area loses to Mitchell 59-45, and Kadoka over New Underwood 48-20. The rankings look like this, or the polls rather. Sioux Falls O'Gorman in Class AA 8-0, followed by Brandon Valley. Sioux Falls, Washington, Stevens, and Aberdeen Central with Spearfish receiving votes. In Class A, Sioux Falls Christian undefeated at 10-0. Mapia-Luta at 10-0 at number 2, followed by undefeated Dakota Valley at number 3, Vermilion and Hamlin in Class B at Centerville, Parkston, Lyman, Ethan, and Harding County. We are ready for the third quarter. It'll be Brookings basketball with the lead at 28-12, moving left to right here in the second half. Cobblers will start with a man-to-man. It looked for a moment like it was zone left side. McClagan, a little leaner, shot no good. Cobblers boxing out. Good body work by Joe Pierce against the bigger Logan Smith. And it will be Cobbler basketball. And Brookings will continue to show that 1-2-2 trap. 11 turnovers in the first half for the Cobblers. Throw the ball ahead to Pierce, to Alvarez. Back over to Landry. Shreve also out there. This is Cobblers starting 5 back on the floor. Olivia Pierce left side on the drive. Baseline, got double teamed. Got the ball over to Landry. 14-footer, no good. Shreve battling with the rebound. And she'll be fouled by Even. So it's Even, Burns, Smith, McClagan, and Byes, the starting 5 out there for Brookings. Foul against Even, just her first. Left side, Joe Pierce just inside the 3-line, no good. Smith comes up with the loose ball, throws it ahead. McClagan, left side, takes it up with the left hand. Too hard as Shreve challenged the shot. Here comes Joe Pierce the other way for Rapid City Central. Goes right side to Olivia Pierce. Couple of dribbles, coming back up top to Alvarez. Left side, Joe Pierce looks underneath for Shreve. One bounce, take it back up top, Olivia Pierce. Landry to Shreve, baseline, double team, now triple team, the ball knocked away right in the hands of Landry. Her shot is short though, and Smith comes away with the rebound. It will be Brookings with the basketball, still leading by 16, 28-12. Smith goes left side, Even with the basketball. Drives, looks, puts up the shot. Good look away by Even, and she closes out the move and puts Brookings up by their biggest margin of 18, 30-12. With the steal, Byes 3 is good. The Cobblers will take a timeout. A couple of quick baskets by Brookings puts them up now by 21, 33-12. We'll take a quick 30 here as well on GoCobblersLive.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Just underway, third quarter, 6:15 to go, but a couple of quick baskets by Brookings causes the early timeout for Rapid City Central. Be Cobbler basketball, and Brookings will stay with the 1-2-2. Cobblers struggled with the full court press put on by Rapid City Stevens a couple of weeks ago, and they are struggling here against this press by Brookings. Landry On the move to the basket, kick it out right side, back up top. Joe Pierce launches it, leaves it short. Even on the floor, battling with one of the Cobblers for the basketball, and it will be a held ball. Coach Ty Young working the official. And the ball will belong to Brookings. Baseline right. No, now the Cobblers. Buys tried to steal it. So Cobbler basketball, bunch 4 along the right side of the box. Now they're trying to get the possession arrow. Sometimes the officials at the scorer's table anticipate, and they flip that arrow pretty quickly. But it is Cobbler basketball. Joe Pierce, her pass intercepted by Even, who anticipated the Cobblers turn it over for the second time here in period number 3. Even with the basketball, goes left side to Buys. On the drive in the lane, steps through, shot is up, travel. A late call by the official as she skipped through and dragged that back foot. Turnover for Brookings. I don't have them for a turnover at all in the second period. They had 5 in the first quarter. Throw the ball ahead to Joe Pierce out of the double team. Pierce will let the traffic clear out. Even almost runs her over. Landry goes left side. Back up top to Landry. Splits the defense, puts it up with the left hand. Got caught too far under the basket. Burns clears the board for the Bobcats. Will outlet it to Buys. On the far left side, she'll go back up top to McClagan. McClagan goes right side away from the screen, now underneath to Burns, off the glass, it's good. Tessa Burns showing the touch again. She's got a couple of baskets. Right side, Shreve inside the three-point line, left it short. Even hustling to come up with the rebound for Brookings, and the ball kicked out of bounds by Landry. 35-12, 5:06 to go in the third quarter, and this game has gotten away from the Cobblers after they had a 5-0 lead. They trailed by 7 at the end of the first quarter, 16 at the end of the half, and they're now down by 23 with 3 minutes gone in the third quarter. Smith being hounded out front by Joe Pierce, but she gets away in the lane. Kick it out left side. Buys 3 is going to be good. Her second 3. Both of them here in period number 3. It's a 38-12 lead. Joe Pierce weaves her way through to the basket, puts it up with the left hand, left it short. Burns with another rebound. Ball knocked away by Pierce into the hands of Smith. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Smith crosses the mid-court line, still on the dribble, kick it back up top. McClagan fakes the 3, right elbow jumper is going to be short. The rebound in the hands of Landry. She'll look, trot the ball over mid-court. Works to the right side, come up top. Cruz back in the lineup for the Cobblers, and she is bumped out front by McClagan. McClagan will pick up her second. It's 2 whistles against Brookings here in the third quarter. Olivia Pierce will come back in. Joe Pierce sits down. Caitlin Harris to come back in. Delbridge has come back in for Brookings. Cruz right side, pushes the 3. Front iron no good. Landry battles for the rebound, puts it back up with the left hand. She's got 6. First bucket of the third quarter for the Cobblers comes at the midway point. Ball out top. The runner by Thompson is good. It's her first basket. 40-14. We talked about the fact that Brookings offensively had struggled. They hadn't had 40 points since their first 3 games. Here comes Landry's spin move. That time no travel. Landry with a little whirling dervish move. Got called for traveling the first 2 times in the game where she tried a spin move. Buys, pushes another 3, and hits another 3. Her third of the quarter, 43-16. Timeout on the floor, 3:29 to go, third quarter. And the Cobblers down big, 43-16. This is Cobbler basketball. 1 of 2 tonight here from Howard Nas on GoCobblersLive.com.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Rough start to the third quarter for Rapid City Central. They've been outscored 15-4. 3:29 to go. We started to talk about Brookings' offense. Their last 5 games, 34-31, 26-28, 38. They're at 43 with 3:22 to go in the third quarter. Their high point output for the year is 64. That was in their second game of the year. They won their first 4. They've lost their last 4. Here comes Landry, kick it back out top. Cruz left of the circle. 3, back iron, high, long rebound, handled by Smith. She'll push it up the other way for the Bobcats. Goes right side. Buys, has 3 threes already. Passed on it to Smith. Dump it underneath to Delbridge. Ball blocked out of bounds, but Delbridge will be fouled. Malu has come in for the Cobblers, and she'll pick up the personal, her second.
For the Cobblers, her second. First team foul of the quarter.
The Cobblers is Malu, Landry, Cruz, Alvarez, and Olivia Pierce. Delbridge at the line. Had a basket in the second period for her only points. Free throw here is good. First free throw is shot by Brookings since the first period where they went 6 of 9.
For Brookings, Julia Burns into the game.
For the first time tonight, we'll see number 32, Julia Burns. She's a 5'10" freshman. Second free throw rattles the iron a bit, but drops through. Delbridge gets them both. 45-16, 29-point lead for the Bobcats. Looked like the Cobblers had a good opportunity with Brookings having lost their last 4 and offensive output being on par with the Cobblers to maybe pick up that first win of the season, but it looks like that may evade them. They'll play Watertown tomorrow afternoon. Watertown, though, at the half was up by 5 over Rapid City Stevens, 26-21. Off the miss, here comes Brookings the other way. 2:20 to go, third quarter. Nice crossover by Smith, then gets hammered to the floor, and she will shoot free throws. Foul, I believe, will go against Alvarez, but we'll see.
Foul number 23, Maria Alvarez.
Will be Alvarez.
Her first, second team foul of the quarter. 2 shots.
Logan Smith had a couple of threes in the first half, and then she posted down low, got a 2, fills up the stat line in the scoring column with the first free throw here. Shreve will come in.
Also Josephine Pierce and Sloan McLagan.
Joe Pierce also in. Alvarez and Malu sit down for the Cobblers. McLagan back in. It's Coach Mitch McLagan. Rotates his players in and out.
For Brookings.
Lily Thompson will come in. Smith will sit down after hitting the 2 free throws. She is in double digits now with 10. And that leads all scorers in the game. Landry has 8 for the Cobblers. Cruz drives to the basket. Landry tried to save it back in, but it was out of bounds. And on the missed shot, it will be Brookings basketball, 2 minutes to go. Running clock. Once that lead hits 30, and it's at 31 right now. Here comes McLagan over the timeline to the free throw line, puts on the brakes, back up top. Harris will drive, cut off by Joe Pierce. She's done a nice job, has Joe Pierce tonight defensively. Ball underneath to Burns. There's that Delbridge. I believe that's Delbridge. There is Burns with the basketball, puts up the runner with the right hand. Kisses the glass, gets it to go, 49-16. Very frustrating night for the Cobblers. I'm sure they thought they had an opportunity for win number 1 here as well. Underneath to Shreve, who bangs it off the board. Shreve has not scored tonight. She's pretty consistently been their second leading scorer. On the drive, a little bump. No call off the miss. Here comes Landry the other way. Landry right side, crossover, move to the glass is good. She's in double digits. Had just 4 points in the first half, has 6 here in the quarter. All 6 points scored for the Cobblers. She had 23 in the 42-33 loss to Sturgis. McLagan right side underneath. That is Delbridge, double teamed by Olivia Pierce and Landry. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Brookings. Again, a running clock once that lead gets to 30 in the second half. So it stops for free throws and timeouts. That's it. So while they're here contemplating who's coming in and where they're setting up, that clock continues to run. We're at 30 seconds now. Right side on the baseline. Get it out to McClagan. Up top, Harris. Nice fake bounce underneath. No travel called, although it looked like Delbridge took a step without putting the ball down. McClagan has the ball left wing. Underneath, Burns puts up the shot, rolls around, off, no good. Rebound by Wetch to Landry. 8 seconds, Landry crossover to the basket very quickly to Shreve, 10-footer right side, bounces around, no good. Landry battles for it, can't come up with it. McClagan has the ball tied up. And it's a 49-18 lead after 3 for Brookings. Back with period number 4 on GoCobblersLive.com.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Brookings with the basketball, and they are hooked on a feeling here tonight, feeling that their offense has finally come alive again. They lead at 49-18. They outscored the Cobblers 21-6 in that third period. Buys, looks underneath for Burns. Ball knocked away by Landry. Landry will bring it up on the dribble over the timeline. Goes right side to Alvarez. She thought about the three, underneath to Shreve, double team. Shot is up, and whistle before the shot.
Foul on number 50, Tess Burns. Her second, first team foul.
Burns will pick up her second. Baseline right, Olivia Pierce. To Shreve, right elbow, one dribble, get it out. Joe Pierce thought about the three. It's a little out of her range maybe. Alvarez dribbles right into the defender and even knocks it away. Nice hands by Even. Left side, McClagan. Up top, Smith. On the drive, little contact, and count the basket. Alvarez tried to step in to draw the charge. Instead, she'll pick up her second. Smith continues through, drops the bucket through.
Number 23, Bria Alvarez.
She now has 12.
First team foul of the quarter.
And Smith to the line to try to complete the three-point play. She got a couple of traditional threes from beyond the arc in the first and second quarter. Also had a basket in the second period, a couple of free throws in the third, trying to complete the three-point play here. 2 for 2 from the line, and that one skips off. No good. Rebound by Shreve, and then a whistle. Again, the clock continues to run.
Fouls on number 12, Macy Even. Her second team foul.
Even will pick up her second.
Crew Halverson for Brookings.
Coley Cruz has come back in. She'll run the point for the Cobblers. Out there with Joe Pierce, Olivia Pierce, Shreve, and Landry. Olivia Pierce, right side, bouncing underneath the Landry, and gets the roll to go. Looks like she might have gotten stuck under the basket and able to sneak back out and get it high enough off the board to get the iron dance to drop through the net. 51-20, Brookings with the ball and the lead. Kick it back out, McClagan right side. Three rattles off the front of the rim. Landry clears the board for the Cobblers. Looks over the defense, goes left side. Joe Pierce on the move, double team, gets it to Shreve. Tries to step through the defense, and the ball is loose on the floor. Shreve tied up with one of the black jerseys. That was Burns.
Billy Thompson and Clara Delbridge into the game for the Bobcats.
Delbridge and Thompson return to the Bobcat lineup. Clock rolling at 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Cobbler basketball, baseline left. Get the ball into Olivia Pierce. She hit a three in the first quarter. That one is short. Rebounded by Cruz. She'll dribble it all the way back out top. McClagan knocks the ball out of bounds. And Cruz and the Cobblers retain possession. So Cruz will get the ball into Joe Pierce. Brookings 2-3 zone. Olivia Pierce, but they've been very aggressive with especially the front side of that zone, pressing all the way out to the basketball. Then when they get it underneath, good double team. Shot no good by Landry. Landry comes up with her own rebound, kick it out right side. Olivia Pierce on the drive, bounce it underneath to Landry. And she'll be tied up as she tries to take up with the right hand. She was held. I believe that is Thompson, 24.
13th foul of the quarter. It's Lee Landry at the line, 2 shots.
So Lily Thompson picks up her first, third team foul against Brookings here in the period with 4:53 to go. The clock does stop on the free throws. Landry's first trip, and she misses the front end.
Into the game.
Julia Burns and Caitlin Harris back in for the Bobcats. Landry with 12 on the game. Make that 13 as she rattles the second one in. It's a 30-point lead for the Bobcats. They'll pick up their 5th win of the season and go over the 500 mark. Cruz out front got a little too handsy with Halverson. That'll be her 4th.
Second team foul of the quarter.
Just the second team foul against the Cobblers with 4.5 to go in the ball game. Stay tuned. We'll have the boys' game coming up next. Skip pass left side. Burns on the drive, puts it up with the right hand, won't go. And here come the Cobblers. Landry the other way. Looks left, goes right. Joe Pierce thought about the 3, passed on it up top. Cruz fakes the 3, puts up the runner in the lane. She'll be back to the foul line. She has just 1 basket tonight, but she has been to the free throw line now. This will be her 4th trip. Is 3 of 6
Her second, 4th team foul.
here in the ballgame. Didn't score in the third period. In fact, only Landry scored for the Cobblers in that third period with 3 baskets. The free throw bounces around and off.
Zoe Miller for Brookings.
And Brookings brings in Zoe Miller, number 42. They may start to empty their bench here with 4 minutes to go. Cruz gets 1 of 2 again. She's 4 of 8 from the line, 51-22. Cobblers have scored the only 4 points. No, take that back. Schmidt had 1. Didn't get it on my running score. Here comes Landry the other way off the turnover. Defender in front of her, go up top to Cruz. She'll back it out. Back to Landry, right side. Pushes the 3. No, back iron, rebound. Cleared by the Bobcats, Thompson, but then she kept the ball down under her hips, and that allowed the Cobblers to get tied up. On the held ball, it will be Brookings basketball, but they give up their possession arrow. The ball into Burns. Ball back to Thompson, almost stolen by Cruz. Back to Burns on the drive, puts up another runner. That one off the mark. Olivia Pierce with the rebound. Outlet to Cruz. She'll bring up the far side, right to left. 51-22. Cobblers trail it with 3 minutes to go in the ball game. That shot by Cruz from the baseline, no good. Halverson with the basketball, back to Burns. Burns will take it right side, shuffle it off to Thompson, back out top. The shot is up, skipping off the iron. That was Zoe Miller. Olivia Pierce pushing the ball for the Cobblers. Have the opportunity at the top of the key. Instead drives the basket, puts it up with the left hand. Her first basket since she had a 3 all the way back in the first quarter. The Cobblers, Landry and Pierce with 2 quick baskets, put the Cobblers up 5-0. And it's been all Bobcats since then. Ball knocked away, retained by number 44, it's Amelia Wendell, who's come into the Brookings lineup.
Substitutions for both teams.
And mass substitutions now with 2 minutes to go. Alvarez back on the floor for Rapid City Central. We'll see Skylar Huber in the game for the Cobblers. Get her put in the book. Madden, who played briefly in the first half with the basketball out top. Wetch also out there. That is Huber, right corner, three, no good. Ball bounces around into the hands of Halverson. Looking for an outlet, finally gets some help from Miller. And Miller in the front court on the dribble. Will go back up top to Halverson. Minute 30 to go. Right side, Wendell tries the baseline, cut off there, back up top. They'll swing it left wing now. Halverson with the handoff. Ball knocked away from Miller, looking for some help. Things getting sloppy here at the end. Try to get the ball underneath, and then a whistle. Missed the call, but a turnover by Brookings. Minute to go. And the Bobcats will pick up their 5th win of the season, while the Cobblers drop now to 0-9. Right side, Huber will try it again and hit it. Skylar Huber drops it in from the corner. Cobblers with 9 points in the period to just 2 for the Bobcats. That shot off mark. Here comes Malu for the Cobblers on the far side, looking around at the defense. Take it up top. Alvarez. Huber will try it from the left side. That one off the front iron, no good. The rebound by Wendell, and she'll be fouled by Madden. That will be team foul number 3 against the Cobblers. Clock continues to run.
Madden, her first 13 foul.
And they might get the ball in before the clock runs out. 10. They don't have to cross midcourt with it. They can just sit with it right there. 51-27 is going to be the final. Only 2 points in the fourth quarter for the Bobcats, but they put up 21 in the third to just 6 for the Cobblers. And it's a 21-27 win for Brookings. We'll take a moment here to total up some numbers for the individual scoring for Brookings. Sloan McClagan had 6, all of those in the first half. 10 points for Macy Even. A couple of threes, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Kimber Byes had a couple of free throws in the first quarter. Had 3 threes in the third period. She ends the night with 11. Caitlin Harris didn't score. 12 points for Logan Smith. 2 points for Lily Thompson. 4 for Delbridge. 2 for Julia Burns. Tess Burns had 4. From the free throw line, the Bobcats go 4 for 4 in the third quarter. 0 of 1 in period number 4. They end up the night 10 of 14 from the charity stripe. They outscore the Cobblers in the first quarter 14-7, 14-5 in the second period, 21-6 in the third quarter, and the Cobblers with a 9-2 edge in the fourth. 28-12 at the half, 51-27 the final for the Cobblers. Light scoring again tonight. Leah Landry with just 4 points in the first half. The first bucket of the half, the last bucket of the half. Had 9 points in the second half. Ends the night with 13. 5 points for Olivia Pierce. Chloe Cruz, 4 of 8 from the free throw line to go along with the basket. She had 6 and 3 points for Skylar Huber. Gives them their 27. Tough night for the Cobblers against that 1-2-2 press. They turned the ball over 7 times in the first quarter, unofficially 11 in the first half. Did a little bit better job taking care of the basketball in the second half, but by then the damage was done. So for Brookings, they are 5-4 on the season now. They snap a 4-game losing streak. They will be at Rapid City Stevens tomorrow. We'll update the scores when we come back before the boys' game, while the Cobblers will take on the Watertown Arrows here. That'll be a Watertown Rapid City Central doubleheader. So we're going to take a break, let the boys get warmed up, let my voice get cooled down, and we'll come back for the second game of our doubleheader here from Howard Nas on GoCobblersLive.com, part of the LiveTicket.tv network.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.